This is like my third attempt at this video because my camera keeps falling. But where did that cat go? They just disappeared. But I'll get you right about here. I don't think you can see up my skirts. But I have a bowl of fruit because I forgot I didn't eat breakfast, so I just brought it with me. Oh my gosh, there is a caterpillar on my blunt. Okay, now it's off the blunt. Hold on here, come on here. Look at that. He moving so fast. Oh wait, my camera's over here. Can you see it? Okay. Goodbye, friend. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. I was talking about school earlier because I had a dream of someone I used to go to school with. In the dream, you know, we were just having like a casual conversation, like, hey, how you doing? How's life been? So on and so forth. And now I'm just thinking about school, like, I find it so odd how, you know, Jim Crow laws, slavery, all those things are over, but schools are still pretty much segregated. Like, I was lucky enough to go to a school that was pretty diverse. I do believe it was more black people there. But you had a little bit of everything there. And the way I went to an art school. So I got in for choir and theater. I dropped theater because I wasn't feeling it. And then just stayed in choir because I love to sing. It's in my soul, it's in my spirit. But I feel like I was also privileged to have gone to a school where there's a bit of a hierarchy with those stereotypes, you know, the popular kids. There's a bit of that, but not really. Like, there's the people that most people know, and then there's the people that just keep it low key, but you know them still. So yeah, everybody was very open, like, with their sexuality. We had people walking around with, like, what was it? I think it was the pansexual flag, some gay flag. People just walk around with it on their backs. We had trans people, alternative black folks, like, you name it. We just had so many different subgroups and mixture of culture in the school where, like, you can't really get bullied. You couldn't, now, I've never experienced bullying. I mean, I haven't experienced bullying at that school, but there was people who talk shit. There was that. Like, I remember this one real popular, he was a grade ahead of me. He was real popular. And it was my junior year, and I had bleached my eyebrows, and me and him were in the same psychology class, and he was talking to a dude that was in my grade. So I was a junior, he was a senior. I walked in, you know, I had my blonde braids at the time, and I bleached my eyebrows. You know, I'm just trying something new. I walk into class, I hear him all the way from the door. He's all the way over there. He said, bleached ass eyebrows. And then him and his little dick suckers, a kiki. But yeah, that's probably like the least amount of BS that I've dealt with at school. And I don't know, I feel like the bullies weren't even really the women that I saw. It was the dudes that were doing that stuff. And I think the issue with a lot of them was, I think a lot of the boys there were DL. And so they just project that onto everyone surrounding them, either DL or just going through some type of identity crisis, because they all had damn near the same personality. But yeah, those type of things. But overall, I'd say I was really blessed to have gone to school with so much diversity, yet still experience some weird stuff, because that's just life. I honestly don't think that everyone, honestly don't think that everyone needs school for the like educational aspect, because a lot of our education and the things that we learn are very misconstrued. And if you're not being educated at home, then going to school for that will not benefit you whatsoever. You'll just have one perspective on like something that you're learning in history or some type of literature, and nothing outside of that to, you know, expand your thinking. But yeah, so I mainly take school as being a social like, I don't know, it's like social character development, because you're gonna meet friends. You might be friends with them for a couple years and something might happen. Like, a lot of things come and go in high school. Especially in middle school, like, oh my gosh. Let me take my glasses off. Middle school was so fucking messy. Like, it was a mess. Let me lay like this. I feel like this is cuter. Oh yeah, and it's more comfortable. Middle school was a mess. Like, it was just so much drama and chaos. Like, everybody starting their periods, hormones. A lot of people just start having, that's when all the trauma starts settling in, and you like, oh wait, hold on. That was kind of messed up what happened to me back then. Like, that kind of hurt. Like, that's when your consciousness just completely shifts when you're in middle school. That's when you find out how creepy, like, I think when I started middle school, that's when I started noticing how creepy men was, because there is no fucking way that you saw my ass walking down the street and you thought I was a grown woman. So, like, that's when men really start hitting on me. Things getting weird. You know, your body starts changing. You just realize, the more you realize, the more you realize, because you got realized. But it was just, things were so strange. And then high school came. I was a COVID kid. So right when I started high school, COVID hit. And I grew up in a household where I couldn't really do that much anyway. So it was like I was really protected. Sheltered at times, but protected. I would say protected at most. But to me, sometimes I feel like some things still were too much. But I do understand why my parents did the things that they did, because people is crazy. This world is crazy. And there are many, like, soul suckers out here that will try to take advantage of you. And I didn't know that back then. I was just like, bruh, let me go to this party. Like, I don't care. But, yeah. Yeah, so COVID, that was COVID. We're in quarantine. I'm bored as heck. Don't know what to do. And then finally, someone threw this party. This big old party. It was about in June. So school was over freshman year anyway. going into my sophomore year. But yeah, it's like 500 people deep at that party. I'm having a time of my life. And then my friend's brother came to pick us up. I was so sorry because I was talking to a dude at the time, and I wanted to see him so bad. That was my first time getting crossfaded. Like, it was the first time for a lot. I was turned, saw a couple of people from my high school there. It was fun. Now that I look back, I'm glad her brother came to pick us up at the time he came to pick us up. We ended up going back to her house and going to sleep. But ever since then, I haven't really been to a fun party. Well, my junior year after prom, and this is, mind you, I'm talking about high school. My junior year after prom, and that party was fun. But a lot of it be the same stuff, you know. It was new, but after a while, you know, the trap music, the standing on the wall, the twerking, drinking, smoking, everybody just standing around, nobody's dancing, that gets old after a while. Well, it got old for me, because I know some people my age, that's still their cup of tea. I ain't even mean to rhyme, but it just happened. But yeah, those things do not bring me joy anymore. And I've been saying, like, I want to go to an earthy party, like a laid back, down to earth party where we're playing hippie music and dancing. Oh my gosh, and dancing. Like, be at high school. I only have 2 people from high school now that a groundhog. What's that, the animal section or something? Well, anywhere where a human is not, I guess, will be an animal section. But yeah, there's only 2 people I really keep in contact with from high school. And I would say throughout my high school experience, I don't regret anything. I don't think anyone should regret anything if you realize how you grew from that situation. If you look back at some of the things you did, some of the things you believed in when you were in high school or middle school or even elementary, and look back now and they're like, man, like, yeah, that was cringy as shit, but I'm here now. I'm in the forest, bald-headed, wearing clothes that I like. I'm not getting hairstyles or doing things that for anyone else's approval or acceptance. Because I know it be hard in high school. You just want to you want friends. Who wouldn't want friends? It's school. But if those friends around you aren't really nurturing you or do not have a personality of their own, are they really your friends? And do you really need them around you? That's what I learned. And now, hold on. When I say 2 people from high school, I mean like people I talk to consistently. Now, I was lucky to have graduated and not have any bad, like, I feel like the drama for me stopped in middle school. And I think I'm lucky to have graduated drama free. Now, my ex did go graduate with me, but I was still never in no drama. My senior year, junior year, sophomore, freshman. And so, yeah. Plus, I wasn't always in nobody's face. It was just always me, my group. Yeah. I would say if you're watching this right now and you're in high school, know that probably 90% of the things you're going through are very temporary. And as you get older, you'll have the ability to do things that you want to do. I don't miss high school not one bit. I don't miss it at all. Yeah, it was cool. We had some funny, cool moments, but I think I'm liking to embrace the fact that I'm getting older. And with that comes wisdom and peace. Oh my God. You don't have to wake up early as shit and go to a math class. Oh my gosh. Why were math teachers so like mean? Why were math teachers like so like they lacked empathy? I feel like they're so structured because they teach math and it's like there's one answer or it's no solution. Ass mindset to where if it's a kid laying their head down at 8 o'clock in the morning, winter time, probably tired as hell, ain't had nothing to eat, mama probably yelling at them, they got their head down and you slamming books on the desk. Like you I had to take a bite because it's stressing me out all over again. Like they have no empathy. And just let them sleep. Like it's in the morning and most of my math classes were either in the morning or before lunch. I probably had like throughout high school, I probably had one decent math teacher, but they were still like, wait, nah, middle school. I think I remember her name, but I'm not gonna say it for the sake of the video. But she was cool as hell. She was cool as hell. That is one of the cool math teachers that I remember. All the rest of them was either just yes, no. Like, you know. But guess what? We graduated. And I don't ever have to go to high school again. But there were definitely some beautiful moments in high school. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling about high school, but I'm not sorry. I'm gonna make a couple more videos too. I had the privilege to go to New York with my choir friends. We got privileged to sing at Carnegie Hall. Go to New York. Now, my goofy ass didn't bring a coat. I brought everything except the coat, so I'm freezing. Nipples piercing through the shirt like a thumbtack. Like, it was bad, but I vlogged. I still have a lot of that footage too, but it was great. And I wouldn't trade it for a thing. Okay, but if I were to give advice, I guess I can give advice. It's nothing wrong with giving advice. I be saying, like, this is not a help, like, in my head. Like, I'm not nobody's coach, nobody's therapist, but I always believe I have beautiful things to say. And if it has led me to peace, I feel like I could pass it on to somebody else. Like, I'm not no certified something, but I could definitely, yeah, pass on my experience, but take it as you will. So if you're in high school watching this, surround yourself by people who uplift you and who take pride in being your friend. Don't surround yourself by those people who are always like in a lot of people's faces, because that can be dangerous. Because someone who is in a lot of people's faces has a lot of faces for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a lot of different acts that they put on for other people. And now, this is not to be confused with like duality or just different relationships. Because yes, of course, you're going to act a different way for the principal than you are your best friend. You're going to act a different way for your mama than you are your best friend. But, and there are certain people who bring out different personalities. Not different personalities, but different traits about you that you share. Like, you might have a friend that you like to do art with, or a friend that likes to play video games, you know, things like that. That is okay to have those different interests, but you should never have to alter who you are within. You should never have to, it was like some animal fighting. I know y'all heard that maybe, but like, you should never have to alter who you are to fit someone else's standard. Don't do that. For my young black girls in high school, you want to feel pretty, but you only feel pretty with a lace front on and some braids. Baby, rock your natural hair. Just try it. Do it for a week. Let your scalp breathe sometimes. You don't always have to put something else on your head other than your hair to feel beautiful. And I know in this society, it's tough. It's tough to feel beautiful with your natural hair, because it's not praised as much as other things. You might not get attention from certain dudes if you don't look like a fucking stereotype. But you're beautiful. And not because other people tell you you are. And what will be my last piece of advice? Now this is real, because a lot of people have sex, and a lot of people have sex before they graduate. So if you're gonna make that choice, use protection, and do not let that person record you. Don't send that person no pictures. Don't ask for no pictures. Protect yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Because what you do with your body is your choice. Wrap that shit up, though. Because an STD is for life. Sex is temporary. But soul ties are for life as well. So be careful who you share it with. Okay, that's all I got to say to my high schoolies. Or if you're seeing this, or this could be advice for anybody, for real. But yeah, if you feeling sad, go get you a cute bowl, put some fruit in it, and drink some water and sit in nature, and you will feel like a baddie. Jeez, you want to see the fit? Okay, no. My shoes and socks are off, and that's doing a lot. So we're just gonna end it here. Cheese.